Plaintiff Bill Watson says he owns a successful barbecue restaurant and plays a significant role in his city. But he believes the defendant, his cousin, took advantage of his success. Bill claims he loaned the defendant money to travel to Indiana with her mother, but she has yet to repay him. Defendant Willie Rhodes says Bill is always trying to pat himself on the back and pump himself up, and he thinks he's better than the rest of the family. Willie claims after Bill gave her the money, he started harassing her, so she refuses to repay him anything.
Start with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge, for hearing this case. That's my cousin and I love her, but I think that she looked at our circumstance. We own a successful barbecue where I live. We have everything from ribs to this special sauce.
Did you bring any?
No, sir,
people,
but if you ever come to Indiana, we'll throw a red carpet
Indiana. You send us. Anyway, everyone that comes in here claiming that owns a restaurant, they always bring something with them, at least the sauce or something.
I was remiss, sir.
Typically they win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So he didn't bring any barbecue, so you're ahead of the game already.
Okay.
Plaintiff Bill Watson is suing his cousin, who claims Bill thinks he's better than the rest of their family.
Go right ahead. You own a successful restaurant?
Yes, sir.
What is the name?
The Pitt Barbecue, 3 T's, P-I-T-T-T.
What city?
In Anderson, Indiana.
All right.
Yes, sir. And my cousins come and saw, the success of the restaurant, and she knows that, I play a significant role in our city. People don't know.
What do you do in the city?
Well, sir, I serve on the Board of Public Safety. I'm a part of the administration. Mm-hmm. And I think she saw that as in our lifestyle, and I think she saw that. And she knows my relationship with her mother, who is my aunt. And my mother's dying wish was that we do look after her baby sister. And she knows my relationship with her, and she probably saw this as an opportunity to take advantage of me.
All right. Let me hear your relationship with your cousin.
Well, this Bill Watson, he's always trying to pump himself up and pat himself on the back. And he's always thought he was better than the rest of the family. But this time I got sucked in. So I don't know why I would be here if he's gonna do honor to his deceased mom. Why did he even include me in it if he's doing it?
I'm gonna leave all that alone. I'm not getting into issues regarding deceased family members' wishes and desires. So I'll leave that alone. But by the way, my mom, that was her last remark when my 3 brothers and I were at her bedside. The last thing she said is, "Y'all take care of each other."
Yes, sir.
And a couple of my brothers took that literally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When I got 2 nickels, they say, "Remember what Mama said." My oldest brother, he's very independent. He was a great role model. And his wife is here, my sister-in-law, Niecy Gaines. Her husband is Ron, my oldest brother.
Yes, sir.
And Niecy's mother is here, my godmother, Mrs. Barbara C.A. Mrs. C.A. I've known since I was born. She was a great friend of my mother's, one of her very best friends, and she was just reminding me in the back how bad of a child I was, that I had to sit next to my mother. What y'all clapping about? There ain't nothing to clap at. She just told me your mother had to pinch you every 5 minutes sitting next to her, and you get up under the pews and crawl from pew to pew. And my sister-in-law sisters are right there with them, Zelda. And we thank all of them for coming. Frankie. All right, so I know the deal on trying to meet those commitments, and that should have given you some very heartfelt joy to be able to meet a commitment that you felt you had.
Yes, sir, and I have.
Okay, well.
As you'll see.
You say he hasn't.
He hasn't, Your Honor. He's already failed because he reneged on everything. He used me. She was in Indianapolis for a week, and she enjoyed everything. We saw that she enjoyed everything. And then he came over to my house when it's his week, and he said, well, my son's not here. We're going to have to put you up in a motel. We looked at each other and said, well, why
Who are
we
you
gotta go
talking
to the
about? Put
motel?
who up in the motel?
He's going to put me and my mom up in a motel when it's his week to keep her.
You thought that was a little too impersonal.
He said we was going to stay at his son's house, and his son was supposed to take my mom
All
fishing.
right.
So they reneged on taking her fishing. They reneged on we staying nowhere but at the boring hotel.
Okay.
And we were so hungry when they came to get us to take us to eat in the evening time. That's the only time we would see them.
That's a lie.
It is not a lie. We was over there. Everybody came on a Friday, but
And
before then,
so
it
that
was
we're
not.
clear again, this is the aunt,
Yes, sir.
her mom,
Her mother.
who you made a commitment to care for.
Yes, sir.
And then you made a commitment to make sure her daughter, your cousin, would be all right.
No, sir.
You never stated
No,
that.
sir.
Plaintiff Bill Watson is suing his cousin, who claims Bill thinks he's better than the rest of their family.
I thought you said she asked you to help.
She asked me to help her. This is the fact, sir.
And now he
sir.
reneged on all that. Put
He
you up in a
reneged on
Motel
everything.
6 after he claimed he was going to do all that. Coming here talking big, patting himself on the back. I'm with you
He
now.
did, and our stomachs was growling, and we was hungry. And we was really angry about that. It's the truth, Your Honor. My mom was hungry because she likes to go and eat at her house and everything. And we would have been better off staying in Indianapolis at my house and going over to his house on a Friday to meet up with all the people to see him get slapped on the back.
All right, he got nerve to sue you for a loan today.
It didn't get to be no loan until after he wanted to send my 82-year-old mom back on the bus. And I got so angry. I said, look, you're not sending her back by herself. Hold your horses. I'll pay your way. I said, better be a round trip ticket.
That is not.
And he sent, yes it is, George, he sent us back on the bus.
Let
He
me
act
get-
like I don't have a life and that I gotta cater to the likes of him.
All right, let me allow him to tell me why he's suing you. Sir, why are you suing her for $850?
Judge Mathis, I'm suing her for $850 because she asked me to give her. She called me on the phone, asked me to loan her $1,000 to put on a loaded credit card so that she could have this money to travel and pick up my aunt from Gadsden and
When
come to
was
Indiana. It's September of 2013.
All right.
And she explained to me that when she got back to Indiana with my aunt, she would give me $500, and that the first of the month she'd give me the other $500.
He's not telling
She
the
is a
truth.
retired postal worker, draws Social Security. Her daughter lives with her. She has a minimal amount of expenses. And at first glance,
What you
I didn't
doing
think
counting her money?
He don't know
Well, not
anything
counting
about
the
me. He don't know
counting her
anything
money.
about me, Judge.
you
Yes, he
count
said
this
he made $1
woman's
million
money.
twice at his pit. But
That's
to
not-
get the
Your Honor, that
truth
is not
straight
fact.
here, he sent the money over to as a money gram at
Hold on,
Walmart.
let me allow. All right, let me
That's
allow.
how the money. It ain't loaded on no money for me to get
All
off.
right.
It was sent to Walmart in a money
All right,
gram.
hold on, man. All right. And so the $500 was due at the end of September or the
No,
1st
sir.
of October.
As soon as she got back, sir. Soon as
All
she
right,
got
and
back
then
with
the
my
other
aunt-
was October 1st, the beginning of the month.
Yes, sir.
All right. And by the way, I'm just kidding with you
I
about
know that, sir.
your success.
I
I'm
know
really
that, sir.
proud to hear that about
Thank you,
and
sir.
particularly your
Yeah.
leadership in
Thank
the
you, sir.
community. Yes, ma'am.
I agreed to give him $300, and then he goes and put me into the court. That's how we're here.
Okay. He loaned it to you. Did he tell you
No, he
needed to pay
never
it
said
back?
it was a loan. But what had happened, since they put us up in that hotel, we didn't have nobody to take us around nowhere. I said, well, here, Mama, he won't care since he's supposed to be doing so much for you. I would give you the money. And now that's the money he talking about.
Where was
the
the money?
that
It
I
was
gave it
spent
to Mama.
on-
The whatever money was left over from the gas.
Was spent on your mom?
I gave it to Mama. I ain't spent a penny of this man's money. I'm 66 years old and I got my own pension, but he ain't entitled to it.
Any evidence here from anyone?
Yes, sir. Here
What
is
do
the
you have?
evidence.
You haven't made her sign anything, have you, ma'am? You didn't sign anything, did you?
I ain't
Ma'am?
saying nothing to my knowledge because he sent it over as a money
to my
grant.
knowledge. You should know
It is
wasn't
to my knowledge. But
When you
Your
say
Honor,
that, ma'am,
it wasn't a loan in the first place because he sent the
Okay.
money over there
and
talking
this
about
is, all this is, sir, is evidence that you sent the money. That's not in dispute. She
Yes, sir.
agrees.
But I have a
A recording?
Recording where she admits the debt. She owes me the debt.
Go ahead and
After
play
he
it.
harassed everybody in the family,
Hold
said,
on,
give it
man.
to him. We're through with him.
Hold on,
We'll
man.
help you.
Plaintiff Bill Watson is suing his cousin, who claims Bill thinks he's better than the rest of their family.
All right, let him play now.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
go
You
ahead.
need to call me and tell me how much the fee was that was for that money. No, it was $1,000, but I don't know how much the fee was. So you need to tell me that so that I can get on with paying you, because I was paying you until you did what you did.
All right. What do you say, ma'am? On that recording, I hear you saying,
Because
I
my
know it was
family told me to
$1,000.
just give it back to him and let well be gone, because mom don't even like the way he has acted to
All
me.
right.
They want to be through with him today. If he made $1 million, that's chump change. That's what the cousins said,
Your
that
Honor,
he shouldn't have been asking for nothing.
Your Honor.
And they
Your
said
Honor.
that if I was out of any money, they would give it back, because they can't stand him bringing me here.
you got a point. This is chump change for him to be a millionaire bringing you
Yeah,
here in this
millionaire
court like
twice,
this.
they would say.
Yes, ma'am. Come on.
Yes.
State your name.
My name is Relita Rhodes, and I am her daughter. Now, the whole thing about bringing my grandmother up here was his idea. We can go see my grandmother whenever we want to. He said, okay, I want to bring her up here. When we was at my cousin's funeral, he said, I want to bring Miss Lily on up here so she can see us and everything, and before it gets too cold. So it was in October. Now, before my mother even asked me to drive down there, he sent the money.
All right. Sir, why don't you just waive this little chump change?
I paid for the entire week's
I
hotel.
understand all that.
Okay.
All right, she owes you. I heard her say she owes you. So my question is, now that you've brought her in here, the family is through with you. If you want to come back to the family reunion, you better let this go. Now, do you want to let it go or you want your money?
No, I don't want to let it
Well,
go.
don't show up at the family reunion. $850. Don't show up no more.
It's a travesty that a man of the cloth would sit there and blatantly lie in court. And from what I hear, your barbecue is not all that. The sides taste like cardboard and paste.
My only last words is that you need to check all of your mother's clothing, because she had barbecue sauce dripping all over them every time she ate for free at my restaurant.
You treated my mother and grandmother
I paid
like
your
crap.
mother. I gave your mother
are a
spending
piece
money.
Of crap.
I gave
you are
your
a piece
money,
of crap,
your mother,
and you're gonna have to
total
answer
expensive.
to God for that. You
don't know
are
anything.
travesty.
You weren't there.
I know everything.
Are you owed money and don't know how to collect? If so, go to my website, askjudgemathis.com.